Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We are doing the Eclipse Edition. This series of readings is for the eclipse season that is happening on our relationship sector. The new moon in Libra, the full moon in Taurus with their eclipses. Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. So this is really impacting our relationships of all kinds, not just our sacred relationships or soulmate relationships, but all relationships. So I thought I would focus on that, but keep in mind, whenever you come upon this reading, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time, regardless of the eclipse, okay? Yeah, you could be here as a cross watcher for an Aquarian, that's fine. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. Click the link below. And that helps other people receive messages that they need to hear, just like you. Okay, so that's how we pay it forward, and I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Do keep in mind it's a general, not a private, so it may not resonate for everybody. Always best to just take what speaks to you and leave the rest. If you are interested in a private reading, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to the booking page where you can read all about it. There's a little video and some details and testimonials, etc., etc. Okay, so check it out. Here we go. Fortune Oracle is what I'm pulling from to activate this reading. You get the key card. Card 15, 1 and 5 is 6, so that's about balance. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Key to your future. There it is. Bringing in some balance. I like that number 6 for you. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. I like it. And that's perfect for eclipse season. Eclipses are moving us away from where we've already been, kind of propelling us forward into the future. So I love that for you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull a different spread than normal. I'll walk you through it, give you my impressions, and then we'll have the clarifiers give us the details. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness. Wow. Very interesting. So the very first card that I pulled is the energy signature for you for eclipse season, and that is the 9 of Cups. And it's talking to you about wish fulfillment, emotional contentment, being generally good with, you know, living in life on life's terms, taking things a little bit more in stride. You can see this person is not moving, arms kind of comfortably folded, just sort of looking pleased as punch. So there's this energy of wish fulfillment, things coming to fruition, something you can't see with regard to your person here. Yeah, all their woulda, coulda, shouldas, some regrets of the past, maybe mistakes of the past that they're contemplating right now. This person is looking back in time. That's why you're getting the key card. You're being focused on the future, letting go of the past. What you can't see is your person is holding on to the past, which is very interesting. And something that's coming to light is they may be coming toward you with an offer, albeit very slowly. So in other words, as somebody goes through this process of looking backward with either regrets or some sense of sorrow, sadness, grief, loss, whatever, it helps them formulate their plan for how to move forward. And therefore, people in that phase of growth, personal growth, tend to be more conscious with their intentions. They tend to think more toward the future, making sure that they're crossing all their T's, dotting all their I's. So there's a lack of impulse here, which is good. I mean, we want some motivation, but what I'm seeing here is somebody who's being very, allowing themselves to feel the feels and going back to reflect on that. I know. I feel it. I could feel the heaviness. And look what's right behind him is the Two of Cups. So anytime this person is ready to move forward, you can be sure that even though it's slow moving, it's with great thought, deliberation, doing their due diligence, making sure that they begin with the end in mind, so that any offer they bring you is solid. What's being amplified here is the new day, the new adventure that awaits. That's the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await. And it's not you who needs to go back through the past, been there, done that, have the t-shirt. Your person is, so that by the time they arrive, you're both on this solid footing, but you're kind of already leaping forward. This is the planet Uranus, which rules the sign of Aquarius. So I'm so happy that it shows up in your reading. Now, what needs to be released? I kind of feel like, that saying, like, don't beat a dead horse. I know that's a terrible saying, but there are times when we focus on the details to the point of distraction, right? So that we lose the forest for the trees. We're so focused in on things and we're trying to fix something. And when you do that, whether you're at work or at home, and you kind of get, I'm looking for a word where it's like tunnel vision. You get myopic. That was the word I was looking for. This myopic focus on something, and then somebody taps you on the shoulders and says, step away from that. Just step away. Take a day off. It'll be there tomorrow, and you can go back in tomorrow. And I feel that's what needs to be released, is this myopic intention and focus where you've lost the forest for the trees. So it's telling you to stop dogging it. Something's unfolding here. It's going to bring in a lot of self-satisfaction and emotional contentment, and maybe some wish fulfillment. You're about to leap into you're leaping right past whatever it is that you're all focused on. So that's really important. And what needs to be embraced is an epiphany, an aha moment, this clarity that comes in, seeing something very clearly with either regard to the connection or with regard to how it's all being processed. So let's go ahead and jump in. I mean, this feels very eclipse oriented. It's come through in a couple of readings, not in this exact position, but it feels to me like it's oh, wow, I didn't ever see it that way before. So let's see where this takes us with our clarifiers. 9 of Cups. Yeah. And once you see it, you go, oh, God, now this feels so much better. I have clarity. I know what I'm leaping toward. Right? And here we go, because in unconscious awareness, there's been some, maybe a lack of clarity about some egoic fear and resistance on the part of your person, or maybe a karmic energy between you, keeping the two of you from this happiness and bliss that you both desire. And I'm feeling like that devil energy has shown up before. It doesn't usually represent, in your readings, it has not represented another person, but it represents some very strong shadow, some very negatively charged karma in terms of how your person approaches situations that leave them feeling less than worthy or somehow vulnerable, so they over control the situation. And by and large, what happens when we're operating fully in our shadow, when we're operating, it's okay to do shadow work. Okay, but this is different. This is like when we're operating from shadow, we can't have that next level. We can't ascend. We can't jump to a higher timeline because we're being pulled down. That's why this card is so foreboding. And I feel that the whole energy signature of this eclipse season for you is seeing that for what it is, realizing that, look at this, 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, something really beautiful and emotionally fulfilling is unfolding, and you're going to be able to see things differently once you get out of the myopic approach. And now you understand that this person is really looking back at the way things were handled or the way they approached things, from feeling a sense of needing to be in control or manipulating the situation to suit their agenda, or right, whatever it is that has held this person back or kept them from progressing in not just your connection, but in any connection. It's like it's coming into its full realization now. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. And you're seeing it clearly, and I think they're seeing it clearly as well. And the Devil in reverse is not having to play by those old rules anymore, right? Whatever it is that this dogma that this person may have been moving through their whole life with, whatever beliefs they've had, because I often feel that the Devil is in service to that Hierophant card. I know that sounds weird, but it's like the Hierophant being the Pope. In essence, it is. And then the Devil sort of, and the battle of good over evil. And we kind of get fed a lot of stuff from our parents, from the school systems, from our religious institutions and universities and out there in the working world, right? About how things should be. And that gets imprinted on us. And then our soul tries to tell us, yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. We are like, no, it must be that way. It must be that way. And so when we have the Devil reversed, we're releasing that. We're allowing those chains, we're slipping the chains to something that keeps us bound in unhappiness and in fear and in service to our ego instead of our higher selves. So that's the battle between the Hierophant and the Devil. You heard it here. So I really kind of feel like there's this clarity coming in, and your person then looking backward going, oh my gosh, how did that all unfold that way? Let's see the Five of Cups. Justice. Yeah, double hit of Libra here. This is definitely connected to the new moon in Libra. I feel that was a powerful eclipse for this person, seeing the lack of balance, knowing they left you kind of holding the bag, not understanding. All of a sudden, right, here's the motivation. I just got done saying that I'm not seeing like the action yet. I'm seeing the realization that they need to be careful, that they're looking back and now they're planning their movement forward, but not with impulse. Here's some impulse. So it's a good thing to see that Ace of Wands, because that's what's going to give this person the little prod to move forward instead of staying stuck. And right now, because they're sort of looking at what hasn't sort of played out in a way that was very harmonious or fair or balanced, and they're aware that you probably have a lot of unanswered questions about it, they're also on a fact-finding mission. And I feel like that Ace of Wands is just the passion, the inspiration that they need to come toward you to make sure that they share with you what they've learned along the way. That's the beauty of the Five of Cups, is we can sit there with some regrets, and then we have the opportunity to express it and to clear it up and to move it off our path. So let's see the Knight of Pentacles, something coming to light. Yeah, I feel like this person has been operating from a lot of fear, but it looks like, and they're moving forward cautiously. So there's like all due caution and apprehension and being very methodical and deliberate and intentional. And that's kind of coming from a little bit of, they don't know what's happening behind the scenes there, right? The moon, it's like when we can't see the other side. It's the energy that rises up is a little bit of anxiety, but mostly like I'm just apprehensive. I'm still moving forward, but I'm not fully sure what I'm moving toward. Doesn't seem like it's going to stop them, because there's the Two of Cups, right? There it is. So while they've got this inspiration of the Ace of Wands and they move toward you, and almost as if they're saying, with the Wheel of Fortune, that feels to me like it's playing out behind the scenes. And that's the universe. That's Jupiter's handiwork, blessing their forward motion. This is good karma coming in. Something that's sort of actually, because we have these two cards from the bottom of the deck, and for me, these both feel like it's behind the scenes, because when I pull from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, I'm either tapping into your unconscious awareness or what's playing out behind the scenes that you can't really see. And I'm feeling like this person is a little apprehensive because they come from patterns of behavior that are so restrictive, so limiting, so dogmatic, so controlled. And here they're just trusting, a little apprehensive, but they're moving forward very slowly because they want the connection, and they're trusting that the universe has a greater plan and has their back. So I love seeing that Wheel of Fortune underneath, because I do feel this person's being guided forward. The moon can also be our intuition, and it may be that this person is proceeding slowly, but guided by their intuition and their trust in the fact that the universe has a greater plan in store for them, for the better. Oh my gosh, I love this. So let's see the Fool and what's being amplified. Yeah, I'm feeling what's being amplified is things that aren't sustainable, and your intuitive knowing that it's time to just cut loose, right? It's time to move ahead, break from the past, exactly what the key was saying. And underneath is this Queen of Pentacles, which is about the solid ground you exist on. It is a card of self-care too, and a feminine archetype of a life partner and all that. But she's kind of coming in as a way to say, yeah, you're getting the sign. What's being amplified in dramatic fashion is it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to take a leap and a risk. Trust my intuition, my inner knowing, the signs and sounds and synchronicities that are appearing, that are letting me know, when I say, just give me a sign, that are letting me know it's okay to risk something, because where I'm at isn't sustainable anymore. And I'm feeling like that's really what's being amplified in the connection, is that this person is unchaining themselves from old ways of being. They're taking the time to kind of go do the life review and the Five of Cups of where they went wrong and mistakes that they made. And now they're on a path towards some kind of balance being restored, leveling of the playing field, setting things right on some level, even with justice, right? What's fair is fair. And it feels like they have just the motivation to kind of activate it, and then the trust that they're being guided for the better. And so then you can release what you're attached to. You can release what isn't sustainable anymore. You can release where, you haven't felt very anchored or moored. You can kind of cut loose from that. I like it. Yeah, and it's going to require a risk. It's going to require taking a chance. It's part of the energy of the Fool. So let's see, the Eight of Pentacles is what needs to be released. Oh my goodness. Eight of Pentacles with the King of Cups. Okay, you're definitely being called to release your myopic focus, because if you were to look at the forest instead of just the trees, you would see the beauty of the connection, Lover's card underneath, the happiness that it brings. This person may be being the keeper of your heart, King of Cups. And instead of being so focused in on things that have gone wrong or not worked out or been dramatic on some level, life-changing, earth-shattering even sometimes, it's like, well, how do I get away from that? I've been examining it and examining it and examining it and working on myself and working on myself and working on myself and focused and now you're being told what's being amplified is break free of it. They're breaking free. And in order for them to arrive on your path and for you to be an energetic match, you got to break free too. So enough examining. This is the trees. This is the forest. The forest looks beautiful and inviting. And like it doesn't have any, little goblins or nasty witches lurking behind the trees. It's safe, is what that message is saying. So release your need to over-examine and over-process and overwork through things. You've done enough. You've done enough. Here's the Ace of Swords, what you need to embrace. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they haven't let go of this connection. You haven't let go of this connection. You're both grabbing tight to what you value, which is each other. Boom. There it is. So I'm feeling like this is your one true love, the past life soulmate. And yeah, maybe the Four of Pentacles can be a little guardedness. It can be a little guardedness. It can be some shutdown energy, some walls going up. But I'm not feeling that as much, a little bit. I'm feeling it a little bit based on what I see here. I feel like with both of you, there's like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And risking it all with the Fool energy is going to be difficult for both of you. So there is a little bit of, tiny bit of pulling back and sort of holding on tight. You're first of all holding on tight to the connection, but second of all, holding on tight because you don't want to be exposed and vulnerable to getting hurt. So see that for what it is. Embrace the awareness. The Ace of Swords is a gift from spirit of insight, clarity, the aha moments, the epiphanies of it all. That, yeah, this is the person I really want to be with, because I'm getting the very strong impression that they want to be with you as well. And that they're overcoming their own fears and apprehensions. And even though they're moving slowly, they're moving. And the wheel is moving in their favor, and thus yours by proxy. So this is really beautiful. You've got the key. I know, it's available to you if you're able to release the past. I feel like this person is releasing the past. And if you kind of find each other and your paths converge, it is going to be a really beautiful, glorious moment. That's what's coming for you. Be ready. Okay. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Let me give you the astrology that showed up. King of Cups is Scorpio. Sun is Leo. We have Gemini in the Lover's card. And by the way, I'm going to look into what's going on with this person in the extended. So that link is in the first sentence below. So if this reading is like, oh my gosh, that would be wonderful, we're going to find out where they are in their process at this time. Okay, and their intentions and such. We've got Devil is Capricorn energy. Justice and the Queen of Swords are both Libra. I think I said that earlier. Knight of Pentacles is some Virgo energy. The Moon is Pisces. We have Jupiter here in the Wheel of Fortune, which rules Sagittarius. The planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. High Priestess, more Pisces. The Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. More Capricorn in our Queen of Pentacles. That's what I have for you. I'm heading to the extended now. Let's look at what's going on with this person. I'll be there in a second. Bye for now.